it's all popping off. Good news, good news, good news. I'll wait for Instagram to let some followers know I'm doing a live. And it's good news. It appears. Wait for people to join in. Hi everyone, hi everyone. Can you notify I'm on a live? Because I've got some good news to show you guys. Look, King Charles is dead. I'll tell you why. There's the new notes. The new notes. King Charles is dead. Because we used to have the Queen, yeah? We used to have the Queen, yeah? And here, look at King Charles, yeah? You see, because only dead people go on notes, yeah? So this is openly telling you he's dead. Anyways, there's no King Charles or Queen Elizabeth. It's only characters doing business as DBA, doing business as King Charles. That's why it's a legal fiction. King and Queen are titles, and anything with a title, King, Queen, President, Prime Minister, Mrs., Ms., all that, these are titles, which means a fiction. Dead characters, like birth certificated characters, right? So look at this King Charles, the new note that come out. These are dead characters. This is dead, yeah? Also, not our species. You see, the maritime law deals with banking, contracts, and commerce. The maritime law is, you see, here's the Babylonian obelisk, baby loan has fallen. BCC, RSS, the intent to fraud, legal name fraud, birth certificate fraud, meet your straw man, SK2V Act 1666, is been revealed, making all fraudulent contracts null and void. You see, because these royal family and the elites, yeah, who have no power, these are actors. These are another species called Homo capensis. Homo capensis, that does the all caps name, the maritime law that created the banking system and contracts and commerce, your legalese and stuff, and enslaves humanity because they snatch the placenta away at the hospital after baby's umbilical cord is cut. The act of trespass, violence, and war, contracting with minors with no consent. They snatch that placenta away. The insurance company snatches it away at the hospital, which is a maritime jurisdiction, after they've drugged mother and baby, yeah, because again, the pharma, banking, all that, fast food, poisons, all joined together, all possible for this. So he's dead. You see, that's why you can't sue Shill Bates and Fauci Ouchie, because they don't exist. Shill Bates doesn't exist, because neither does King Charles, simply because they're just a character doing business as Shill Bates and stuff, you see? But that's okay. That's why I said to you, the apostolic letter 2013 issued motu proprio, that means by one's own impulse, by Pope Francis, means there's no more corporate veil or immunity to hide under. You see, the King Charles and all this, there's no more crowns, robes, uniform, badges. Anyone continuing to do the birth certificate fraud and legal name fraud will face the full penalties, liabilities, and consequences. True word, true word. You see, so the King Charles is dead. The Babylon is fallen. The royal family has fallen. So I saw that today, yeah, because no one's paying anyone anything. You see, because it says here, I promise to pay the bearer on demand the sum of £20. You see, but the thing is, I promise to pay the bearer. The bearer is someone who bears all the taxes, the liabilities, and all these. So I'm not the bearer. You see, this is a £20 bill. You see, this is a £20 bill. 20 pounds of what? It's 20 pounds of what? because it's not backed by gold, silver, or anything. It used to have 2 lines through it to show you that it was backed by gold, silver, and all that, but it's not backed by anything. 20 pounds of what? Exact. You see, if someone did work for me, and they gave me a bill, said, oh, this work costs 20 pounds. This is the bill. Here's the invoice, right? So it's a 20-pound bill. Yeah. So they've given me a bill to do work. And what did I do? I just gave them another 20-pound bill. So no one's paying anything. It's all bills. If you're paying a bill with bills, it doesn't work. Yeah? So that's how we figured it out. You see, the Federal Reserve, it's over for you, isn't it? Because you see, the Federal Reserve just said, okay, it works like this. They printed one note out, yeah? This is usury they're about to do now, usury. So I'm Mr. Stinky Federal Reserve who created this money using your placenta, your organ, your blood and body of Christ, yeah? Taking a stem cells, oxygen, all that, your sacrificed organ that you needed. They hacked it away, brain damaging you and all sorts, created the financial system with you, put your property, which is your DNA, placenta, biology, into a dead man's trust, a SK2V trust, since 1666. Because you see, these stinky ones, them, their friends, their family in high societies, Freemasonics, was going around doing the Great Fire of London, Chicago, bubonic plague, smallpox, all that, always causing war, disease, famine, all this, always engineering, and then they reset. You see? So after the Great Fire of London, they changed the law of the land to the law of the sea, maritime law of the sea, banking, contracts, and commerce, because they were trying to find a new way to raise currencies, yeah, of the maritime law, the current sea, yeah, and then they changed the language from English to legalese, Babel fiction legalese, which looks and sounds like English, but it has different meanings and definitions attached to it. For example, a person means a monster in their world, but these are the true monsters, you see? So the game is up now, because this Schmovid is just another modern day version of the Great Fire of London. You see, so I just wanted you to know, these are Homo capensis, Nephilim, fallen angels, clones. They do cloning, eugenics, and all this, that, and the other. They are high in copper blood. They are vampirian. They are cannibalistic. Because they make the laws, that's why they purposely, all the laws in the world, there's no laws against cannibalism, because, well, they cannibalize. And everyone's finding out now that all the homeless and missing children and all that is actually in our fast foods, because they own the fast food restaurants too. Because everyone who has a birth certificate in their world is dead, lost at sea, is a mental patient and illiterate, and we're nothing more than chattel property, slaves, bonded slaves, yeah? And even you can see this is watermarked and everything, and this is actually on vellum, believe it or not, because they're high-level magicians and witches and warlocks. And this is on the skin of children, believe it or not, and also the ink has the children's blood in it, because they're very dark magicians. Yeah, so, but this is good news. So Charles doing business, King Charles doing business as King Charles, officially dead. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. King Charles, Prince Andrew, who doesn't sweat, who's a bit of a sweaty nonce. King Charles' best friend, Jimmy Savile, and all their friends on Jeffrey Epstein's island and all that. Because the word commerce means sex trafficking. Com means to come together, sexual intercourse, and merce means trafficking. So when you cut baby's umbilical cord, it's slavery and organ harvesting, because they use the stem cells and the blood and all that to create cosmetics, the financial system, and they use it to cure for their rich friends any diseases and things. Yeah, so all these characters on notes is they're dead. Yeah, so that's good news. And you see, shout outs to all the Blade Runners running around, just cutting down all these ULEZ cameras and things that these King Charles and his friends, these politicians, after everyone saw that book and documentary, Pedophiles in Parliament. My. They are dark magicians. Sourcey, thank you everyone for joining in all these comments. Let me start at the top. So truth is spreading like wildfire. The escape clause last legal act is the birth certificate clause liberibus extantibus, hashtag bccrss.wordpress.com. You can go on kog.net and check out how to use the BCCRSS to free yourself from this slavery system. My audiobook, The Forgotten Cut, is the first pinned post on the top of my page, and it explains to you how I lawfully beat the system, legally appears to be real, and has no substance, whereas lawful has substance. It's about morals and ethics, and legal has none. Yeah, it's a legal death cult, satanic worshipping Luciferian, and so King Charles, the fiction character, and all that is erased from our consciousness now and forevermore. Now for then, and then for now. Yeah, it is done. Babylon is swollen. So get the word out, guys.